No, go to 6.
Okay, he said to me, Solomon.
Who said that? He said to me. Who said that? Go to ChatGPT and go to 1 Chronicles chapter 6 and ask them, what is verse 6?
It's David. It's probably... wait, is it David? I'm not sure. He said to me, Solomon... No. Solomon, your son, is the one who built my house. Okay, I'll try GPT this one because I'm not sure.
Okay, GPT it, but you have to, when you continue, because you saw how you so quickly, you just went right over that.
All right, yeah, I wanted to skip it. I didn't want Megatron to, for sure, man. Yeah, okay. Let's get back to GPT and who says this?
No. Just say 1 Chronicles, verse 6, who's speaking here. That's it. Don't be cryptic.
Okay, it says God himself.
Oh, no, what?
According
now read the verse. Now read the verse. Now read the verse.
Okay, Solomon. He said to me, Solomon, your son is one who will build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. Okay? I just want to see something real quick.
David will build the house in the trenches. Right? He will build his house. David. Solomon. So the son of David, which is Solomon.
Yeah. Okay.
Will build my house and my trenches. Solomon's not a prophet. Remember that.
No, he is. We believe.
Not in the Bible.
Anyways, okay, just continue.
Why are you putting the Islamic view in this? You're supposed to be...
Yeah, Megatron, just go ahead, finish. Because, we Muslims, we believe he's a prophet, right? He prophesied.
How is he a prophecy? He's doing sorcery and shit. He's got hookers and stuff. He can't be a prophet.
Anyways, just finish. Go ahead.
The fact that he can't be a prophet because he has hookers.
You have the book of Ecclesiastes, you have the book of Proverbs, you have the book, and you don't believe he's a prophet?
That puts a bad taste in my mouth because a prophet can't have hookers.
On you.
Is that a problem for you?
Go ahead, finish, man, finish.
If you want prophets to have hookers, then just become Muslim.
Okay, just stay Muslim. Go ahead. Just finish the thought process. Just go ahead.
All right, let's go to verse 6 and 7. 6 and 7 says, he said to me, Solomon, you're my son, who will build my house, my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever. Forever. So this can't be Solomon because he can't do it forever. He's a mere human. But you in your book and me in my book, we still say Jesus is alive. So this fits Jesus. Build my kingdom forever. If he's serving and carrying out my commands and laws as being done at this time.
Megatron, let me ask you a question.
Right.
Okay, so...
I want you to put
No. So I just want to ask you a question real quick. So you would say the church is the inheritance of that kingdom, correct?
No.
How?
No.
In what sense? You don't believe that the body of Christ is the fulfillment of this prophecy that we're seeing today?
Well, he's the head and we're the body.
Okay, so you're saying that's the everlasting kingdom, correct?
The everlasting kingdom.
Of Solomon, in a sense, right?
Yeah, who's that?
Christ. Perfect. Okay, so I just want to see it from that.
The everlasting
I just
kingdom
want to see
heaven.
that. Okay, so
it's heaven.
So you could grant to such understanding, right? So yeah, and the church is like what's connecting heaven and earth. That's what you're gonna say.
No.
In a sense, like that's
no.
What, oh no. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. So well, for me, I'm gonna say this, right? Like,
deserved.
If there was prophets, listen. If there was prophets, which we agree, there is prophets. They had kingdoms. They had teachings out of this world. They received laws from heaven, from God.
Muhammad.
Revealed revelation. So Yeah, I'm gonna say the Muslim Ummah is the successors. We are the successors of the teachings of the prophets. So for sure, yeah, this is how I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna say, yeah, you want to say Solomon, no problem. You want to say Moses, no problem. Man, the stream is
You want to prove
going
your
down
prophet through corrupted texts?
No, I'm just saying the stream is going down, and there's a source of water, and this is us, man. Go ahead, this is us. So this is an interpretation I could have. If you disagree, man, that's on you. I mean, you could say that's the body of Christ. You could say this is the church, but from my understanding, I'm gonna say this is Islam.
What laws did he bring that changed the world?
So that
Because everything that he did, everybody was doing already.
Yeah, he's a prophet who literally preached the faith of Abraham, and he revived the faith of Abraham.
Yeah, but you change directions in prayer. Like you guys are like, you're out. That's it. Change directions.
Who told
You don't pray. You don't pray towards.
Yeah, they didn't listen to Jesus, right? So the house was destroyed.
No, but this is during the time of Muhammad. What are you talking about?
As Jesus mentioned. And the house will and a people will continue those rights, right? If you are not obeying. And this is what happened. The carpet upon the temple got this, like, how do you say this? Divided, right? So man, that's the.
Made that sound.
I'm gonna say, look. If you want to know what is the center of universal monotheism, right? You're gonna have to search for it. Where is it right now?
Why monotheism? Why monotheism and all the things that you choose to like what your prophet chose when he was around so many pagans? Why monotheism? Why?
Isn't it what you guys believe anyways? Like, you believe...
No, we're pagans. We're pagans.
No, the Messiah will come and there will be peace and all the nations will recognize God. Yeah. That's what you believe, no?
How is that?
No, your God, your book is from God.
Right, so if this is what you believe, well, there is a center of monotheism. Man, we see there's literally a gravitational pull that's just like pulling people from.
You're right. Obviously, what they did was incompetence. Like they probably should have. They should have tried to like save him there. The risk you have in the United States, I mean, is there's always this risk of litigation that you try and save someone and you get in trouble. So I guess you're right in that sense. It could be incompetence. It could be nefarious.
Why would they yank the SD cards out of the camera within 2 minutes?
Well,
what life-saving effort is
that's
that?
a separate point. So in terms of pulling the SD cards out, his claim is that he pulled it out in order to make sure that they've got the evidence rather than someone else steal it.
With all the cops around, there were 7 cops around.
Yeah. People can steal it, right?
That's crazy.
Well, you don't think...
No, really? With all those people with guns, people are going to go up, climb up?
You don't think a person can steal an SD card?
They're going to climb up. First, they have to climb up to get around. That's not going to happen.
So look at the role of the.
Sully, do you mind if I add some context before we get too far away from?
Because I want to go through each point. I think the SD card isn't as strong a point as people claim. So go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I just want to add more to JJ's theory because I believe the same thing. Not only do you see a fragment from the right, which could be a fragment, could be a fly, right? Then you see the back of his shirt move up, his chain break, and then the bullet hole, and then you see a fragment in front of him, which could also be a fly. But the probability of catching a fly in the right direction, 1 frame before he gets shot and 2 frames after he gets shot, is quite rare, right? Especially in the trajectory. Also, if you measure the angle of getting hit on the C6, okay, which is where the shirt moved and where the chain breaks, and then go up, if you put your finger on the very back of the base of your neck, which is where your t-shirt would lay, and then put your finger on middle up your throat, which is where the bullet hole was, that's an upward angle. That's not a downward angle. That's why I don't believe the vent theory, but I do believe the behind theory. Right? So if someone was in the tunnel, that's actually the angle it is from the tunnel, because he's only about 10 feet up, right? From that, sorry, not even 10 feet. That's what the pit size is. He should only be about 4 foot elevation from normal, from because of the stage, which is about the angle that bullet traveled, right? The chain whips off of him. Okay, Erica Kirk says that the medical staff gave him the chain because they had to rip it off him, which is not true. Many people are saying that chain that she's holding isn't even a St. Michael chain, which is what he's known for wearing. Then on top of it, unlike every other big case where you have medical staff, even in that insurance guy, you had the doctor speaking and nurses speaking. And when Trump was in Butler, you had nurses, you had people in the waiting room, you had the doctor. All of them spoke to the media because the media offers them money to speak to them. There's been nothing from any person in that hospital that he supposedly went to get treated. Not a single interview, right? Although there's plenty of money flying around because everyone would love to hear it. So because of all this evidence, like, I don't know who is in on it, who's not in on it, who's scared for their life and is not willing to speak because he was assassinated and they know they would be next if they did speak up. You simply don't know, right? But those two fragments and the fact that the back of the shirt moved, then the front of the shirt, the fact that his neck swelled up towards the front and not towards the back, which is exactly what a bullet would do. It expands towards the end, not in the very beginning. The fact that the blood typically gushes out the exit, not the entry. You just heard Bobina, who has the best PFP I've ever seen on Twitter, tell you that, you actually don't even need to clean up much the entry wound typically. Huh? You don't need to clean up the entry wound very much typically. Like, not a lot of people need to be in on it, right? Especially if, did he actually go to a hospital? There's zero evidence that he did. Not a single medical person has spoken up. It's been months.
As I recall, he was rushed into almost immediately. And
there is one report of a cop car saying that there is a black SUV traveling at high speed with the door open. But he says, I believe it's another person that got shot, which to me is like, okay, so then that's not Charlie Kirk, because then why does he know about another person? Why wouldn't he think that's Charlie Kirk, right? So that report is kind of weird. That was traveling towards the hospital. Weird. But that's not necessarily Charlie Kirk. He's saying it's another person that got shot.
So Blake, I appreciate Blake being on the stage. Blake, obviously, if I understand this right, your position is different to this. So Blake has been following the case, and you reject this theory that it was a shot from behind, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No way. What I just posted in the pill, what is being described, there's no possible way that necklace is flying off way back and behind. There's no way. It's that chain is doing what it's doing because it is exploding and detonating under his shirt, and it is blowing the chain in the backwards direction. Like a bullet makes no sense to do that. I mean, just no sense. Like, you're not going to shoot from behind and then have the chain shoot off the body like something is like, you can't have the best of both worlds and have all this make sense. Like, there's just
I don't understand
replicated it.
Why can't the chain fly around if you shot from the back? What logic
when you whip something?
I don't.
When you whip something, it would fly back, not forward, because it's pinned to the skin. Yeah, I've actually had someone replicate this for me. I'm waiting for the video. If you hit a chain, a string, or something from the back, it would whip. And when it whips, it goes up. It travels upward because of the fact that it was down. So when you send energy down a wire, right, the wire would pop up to be level to where it is. So it would overreact. And yes, that's exactly what would happen to it. Most people don't understand that when you whip something, it actually, when you hear the crack, it's breaking the sound of speed. That's how fast things go. So if you hit it with a bullet on a chain, it's going to whip upward because it wants to be level with where you hit the actual chain, right? It's almost like taking a whip that's resting on the ground, you go to whip it, it's going to go straight forward, it's going to go horizontal, and it's going to overcorrect because it's coming from so low. That's exactly what would happen.
Okay, so where is it coming from then? Like, if we're going to subscribe to this theory, like, where is it coming from?
My theory is it came somewhere from in the tunnel, but I don't know where it came from. I know that you see the fragment and you see the fragment coming out.
But you can't have it all of these ways when we can see everyone there. You can't be like, I know for a fact it's a bullet, but yet I don't know, there's no gun or anything back here. Like if it walks like a duck, then it's an explosion type of thing. I mean, like,
let me ask you,
where did it come from?
Give me one explosion
behind the SUV, Blake.
But hold on a second. He's saying it's an explosion, so let's not say what it is. Let's just prove what he's saying. If it was an explosion, where was the powder? Where was the flash? Where was you would see a burn in his shirt? Where was that if it was an explosion?
I see no evidence of any. It was a bullet. That's right.
Okay, because someone said it was an explosion. I'm like, they were like, oh, it's that little lapel mic. It was an explosion. I'm like, oh, okay. So, it had deck, and then there'd be a flash. There'd be smoke. There'd be a hole in the shirt. There was no.
So are you the single most authority on every single possible thing known to mankind that has to deal with explosions? Are you saying right now that you know every single thing that is available to mankind at this moment, and every single explosion must have a boom, a powder, a flash? Is that what you're saying? And a burn?
Me and my team, yes. Like I said, I have the largest
you and your team?
company in the United States. Yes.
You and your team, y'all know every single thing on the market that's available, and
yes,
every
we're
single
going to
explosion.
manufacture all three types of explosions. St. Mark's only makes two. We make all three. So yes, when it comes to me and my team and my chemists, yes, we do know. It's impossible. I play with more composition C4 and RDX than you've ever been heard of. I play with it for fun. We blow shit up for fun. So yes, I do.
Hey JJ, here's a thought, because I looked at this and I thought he was wearing a vest under there. I thought something came from inside of his vest, and I was trying to picture, and I have no idea. Okay, obviously don't know about
Well, that's just you can see his nipples. He was not wearing a vest.
Yeah, but what if there's something? I don't know. Anyways, I was thinking there's something coiled. Do you know what I'm saying? That was released to puncture. Like, is that even possible?
I mean, anything's possible, but we heard the shot. Instead of making up crazy thoughts, like, just go with the basic. You heard bangs. Okay, we saw the exit, and so the timing, and we saw the expansion of the neck, which happens from the shock wave of bullet going through bodily fluid. So we know it went through his neck. And so, disgusting people I've ever heard in my life. The question is, where was the shot from exactly? Like I said, audio analysis says 70, 90 feet away. And what caliber, we don't know because they didn't find the bullet. So,
okay, so what is the recoil? What is the ring, the vibration, the ring that's emanating outward from above the tent? What part of a gunshot will yield that sort of like vibrating ring?
Explain that one more time. A vibrating ring. What are you talking about?
I just posted it in the pill. This is from the 60 frame video that was shot from someone that would have been at Charlie's 10 o'clock. She captured. This is the video that Jason Goodman was alleging had the bullet he captured in 3 frames, but it's actually something shooting away from the body, okay? Like possibly the clasp of the necklace. Also, in that same video, above the tent, you have a explosive charge ring, like a vibrating ring, emanating outwards above the tent.
So, can you put that in the jumbo charts? I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm watching it now, and I'll 1 second. Let's put it in the red. This is an interesting video, actually, Blake.
Because I've seen just about every angle and video out there, and so if I haven't seen this one, the question is where the information where it came from, was it altered?
No, it's not altered. I'll put the actual. It's right now on the Internet Archive. It's number 6. I have the original video. I've given it out coincidentally to 3 experts, and all 3 experts somehow are busy and are afraid of putting out a video to confirm like what that is. And
Give it shirt at the top. It looks like
no. Hang on. We're talking about the explosion breed right now.
Guys, I'm gonna start dropping people if they start interrupting. Cause
you know what? I'm gonna drop myself. I don't need to be up here. So thanks for doing everything you do, and everybody on the stage.
Okay, so Blake, I've got your video in the nest, and if you want to talk people through what's happening, because why I want this conversation to happen, I don't want people interrupting, is because Blake's got a theory he's been following it for 3-4 months. JJ and Joe has got an alternative theory. Both of their theories are in direct conflict with each other, and I think this is an important conversation to have, because I feel like a lot of people want to make, we've seen a lot of information coming out from everyone, and if they have this conversation here, we'll find out whose theory is prevalent, or if both theories are weak or not. So Blake, I put your video in the nest. I'm also watching it myself. So if you want to walk all of us through your video, because I do see, you need to explain it, because I do see something going upwards, and I guess that's what you're trying to say. So if you want to explain the video to the entire audience as well as JJ and Joe, that'd be awesome.
I'd rather so this one right here, this is where I zoomed in on it. Suman, let me find the actual original file right quick through my photos and post it as well, because this is the actual original video, okay, that I'm gonna put in the pill. So hang tight while I search for this.
Sure. Let Blake get that if anybody wants to just drop it now to kind of say something while he's
I just think it's hilarious how people are picking apart like a 260p video where obviously it's like some kind of fly or something. Like, honestly, people are just crazy. Like,
Wait, real quick. Hold on, Spaghetti. Can I just, I just came across this yesterday. I think they may have released this theory yesterday, but I almost feel like maybe this will help JJ. And once again, it's a theory, but I can post it in the comments or something. But they show someone in the tunnel who they're like contemplating on or trying to figure out whether or not they're from like the French foreign whatever league thing. But he's standing in the tunnel. I know, I'm sorry, Solomon, but he's in the tunnel right over there. Everyone seemed to have missed it. So I'm going to send a picture showing where that guy is and then the story behind who he may be or whatever.
So Luna, is your theory that he was shot through from the tunnel?
I don't have any idea. I don't have a theory on that
at all. That you're making now. 1 second.
I'm not. I'm just saying maybe JJ wants to see this. That's all.
No, but listen, this video, what is it show? If I'm like, guess what? I've got a video of.
I'm saying, hey JJ, do you want to see this?
No,
Yeah, I don't see how the
people. This is the problem I've got, right? Not with what Luna, actually with what Luna said. That when people say, I'm just showing it. I'm not making a comment. I'm just showing it. But if I show a video
you guys are disputing right now, so I'm like,
if I show a video of Winnie the Pooh being shot in the eye, then I'm like, I'm not trying to say shot in the eye. I'm just showing a video. Maybe I'm trying to say that you got shot in the video.
Listen to me right now. I don't think there's enough evidence to believe any of these situations. I just thought it was funny that I just came across this picture yesterday, and it's some guy in a tunnel. So I'm saying, hey JJ, you want to look at this? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the trajectory.
I want to see his right, back right, because that's what the trajectory, that's the entry wound. So the tonal's to his rear. So he wasn't shot from behind, he was shot from the back right.
Let's check a video out though. I think for the audience.
It's not a video, it's a picture, but there is a video of the person that posted me or something. Otherwise, it's sharing it in like the comments. So that's
because there's there's a lot of information out there. So we've now got 4 theories just on this bit, and Trillian's not on here, so there's actually 5 theories. One is the what do you call it again, the explosive. So he was killed by an explosive. The second one is behind, the shot from behind. The third one is the tunnel theory. I believe Trillian has the theory that it was some kind of drone, advanced AI drone. Right?
The tunnel is still behind, so it's the same.
Okay. What?
The tunnel's to the right and behind.
The tunnel will be below, right? Like this tunnel, I think.
No, the tunnel he was brought out of, brought through when he left. That's the tunnel you're talking about.
This is not a theory that I'm actually, you know what? That picture of the guy is actually really clear in Blake's video. It's way more clear in Blake's video than the still that I sent, but yeah, I put it in there. I tagged you, someone, I can't find the video, but
Okay. I want to explain Trillion. He didn't say it was a drone. It was this technology, which does exist, that lets you see through things using goggles. So someone using multiple camera angles can it actually. So the company that I use, Anduril, actually has this technology. They're the drone company that we use. They're the best in the world, and so they have a technology that you can put on goggles. You can see on their website and let you see through things. So tankers use this. F-16 pilots use this, and so you can see 360 degrees all the way around through things. It's kind of like Tesla when you're in a car and you can see, like, using the video uses AI. It's similar to that, but way more advanced. So he didn't say it was a drone, but it was a technology that's used in drones sometimes.
Okay, so that's
Right,
theory,
but I was looking.
So, I'm looking at
Oh,
your,
Peter Wax died. Oh, remember
Wild
Peter
Lake
Wax? I don't know.
No.
Okay, so I can see like
Kinda,
a
yeah.
guy.
He died.
The
Mansion.
wait, I shared, so actually I shared one picture. That was some other, whatever. So,
Dedim catchim dedim. Bak yarın sabah dedim. Erkenden dedim. Benim dedim.
One he got shot from the front, and one was an explosive.
Really?
What you're talking about are the details.
I know she
The
going,
details vary,
but
but
you
there's
know,
only
I
three
think
theories: back, explosive, or front.
That's not true, because
That's
that's not
it.
right, because that's 2 theories in terms of direction. But then you have different theories about where it was shot from, what the different angles were.
Yes, I agree. The details.
But they're not
yes.
details, because, for example, you could
Last night, I know I got some eggs and ham.
Tyler Roberts.
Somebody's playing a drum. Hey, when I tell you the one that beat your ass, that's nuts. It's that strong. Oh, I know. When the beat hit your ass, that's good. What is that? That's a drum. That's a drum. Somebody's pretty good at it.
Never had one lesson.
Yeah, it was. Santino's giving me 100.
It's gonna be 8 o'clock Eastern
that's the
time.
one, that's the one that I
Yeah.
that I came across. I think he's the one on the right.
Does Jeremy know? Like, is he coming?
Okay, so that's Lune's other theory. So we've got 10.
No, Jeremy said go fuck yourself.
I just need to talk to him.
Instead of the
He's not a member of the Talking Apes. So, like, you know, the subpoenas from the Talking Apes. Like, he told everybody to go suck his fucking left man, make the right one jealous, make his dick long as fuck.
Okay, so I've thrown in videos and posts, and I'll just run it from the
oh my shit, you want to be a demon out, fucking pussy bitch? Man, you want to say what you want?
That's how I know. That's how I know, bro. Dog, chill.
It's crazy.
Nah, yo, dog.
Y'all turned him into a
This is how I know.
Copy that.
See, this is how I know it's deeper than demon hours, Doc. Because you actually doing this in front of Christian, and it's not even demon hour. So it's something different. You got your ass whipped by the Christian.
Dude, he
And
ain't
you're
been
mad.
one. He ain't been nowhere that I ain't been ever on this motherfucker.
Yeah, talk your shit, Doc. The fuck?
Yo, talking shit, Doc. But I'm telling you, acting
Yo,
like
I
a
can
real
talk my
blood
shit,
clot.
dog. What I do at TikTok, I pull out my 9mm, I fucking clear the corner. I fucking tell you like I do it like I ain't trying to be on it. I ain't gonna be on it, but I'll be on that motherfucking shit. I fucking got a rum, I got a fucking mastermind grip. When I handle my fucking shit, what I do, what you wanna talk about, you sound like a fucking fool. You can't get on my level, ho. You ain't doing things. I've been doing dirt since like you wasn't even born, bitch. I ain't playing when I do my fucking thing. Class in 1992. What you fucking think? Hey, oh man, 50-year-old head, bitch. Man, I fucking do dirt like you don't know how to rhyme shit.
Right. You was a 50-year-old head ass bitch, right? Like you was doing dirt, I was doing work. Don't make me talk about shit that get your feelings hurt. Nigga be lying in the other room. Don't even check. Don't start with me. You and Christian. Listen, man.
We got DOC and Jeremy. This nigga Boris over here on his knees. These niggas don't want it because then I can get mean. Cause I am the Grim Reaper and I kill you in these streets. The Grim Reaper, the street sweeper. When I come through, I'm not a creeper. Crash zilla, nigga, when I come to street sweeper. Yeah.
That nigga got that heater and I'm on the side with the gunshot. Nigga really fuck around and become a fucking drop box. Nah, I don't think you know what we talking about. You don't know about our story and not about our glory. You over here just crapping on the little 15-year-old enemy. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You'll never be a friend of me.
We're sitting in the room waiting on this fucking trial. Yeah, some person. Wait, okay, hold on. Wait.
Funny with the money, yo, you got me mistaken. I don't want to rape you. I just want the papers, the visa, the visa. I'm out like the papers. Who the head talking ape? Who the cool macho ape? Who the big tit-top ape?
If you're gonna play music, you gotta listen to me.
Nah, you can't come up in here. Go ahead. Oh shit. Listen. Oh man. Extra. Terra Ash, you eat the newborn physical features. Descendants of monotone scientific teachers. Cuneiform reader. No, cuneiform reader. I'm going back to that motherfucking heater. Shut the fuck up before I become that motherfucker that'll beat you. Pause.
Okay.
Yeah, you wanna beat me because you a gay ass pussy trick? Yeah, I fucking said that shit without pause, you pussy bitch. What you wanna say, what you wanna do, come up with my fucking rhyme. I'll hit the beat out the top and off the rhythm. What you wanna say, what you wanna do, pussy bitch? I fucking grab my fucking nine, I clear this motherfucking shit. You wanna talk about the streets and they're named after me? What you wanna say, the streets named after fucking G's? When we stand on the corner, we sling that rock. Nah, we fucking do it like it's TikTok. We control that street light all the fucking day. You don't know about dirt. You don't even know how to play.
Wow, that was cool.
You know, Liquid, for a white guy, you rap pretty good, buddy.
You know what? I'm not a white dude. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt
You're like
you.
a fucking...
Sitting in this room waiting on this fucking trial. Trying to persecute Christian like this shit was green and mild. Let my lyrical cook spray get blood on the towel. Putting belt to ass like
10 minutes. Putting belt to ass like what? Go.
like you was my fucking child.
Now that
So we
should
are
be
starting-
wild, and we still
we are
smoking
starting in
like
10
black and mild. I think we still talking about a little child. Oh, sorry, somebody's talking over.
Yeah. We're starting in 10 minutes. Is that right? Or an hour and 10
Yes,
minutes?
correct.
No, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, can one of the mods give me green bean, please? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I got you. Respect the white crack. Respect the white crack.
about that right now because you.
Yeah, the Jews believe that Isaiah 11:1 is a messianic prophecy.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
So-
it's speaking about the Davidic king who's from David. You know who Jesse is?
You tell me.
Jesse is
The son of David.
No, Jesse is
Oh,
David's
no?
father.
It's David father. Okay, I know he was
David's
related to David.
So they're saying
Gotcha.
the prophecy is that there will be a root that grows from Jesse. Obviously, that passes to David. Then the Davidic promises is given to David that only David's lineage will sit on the throne. So then from there, that's where they make the connection. So yeah, they believe it's a messianic prophecy. Even though it doesn't specifically say it in the text, but yes, they hold that to be a messianic prophecy, Isaiah 11:1.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, right? According to ChatGPT, you could see a semantic bridge, but it's going to be symbolic, not etymological. Which means, yes, the words are different terms, for sure, different root words, but they're really similar in pronunciation. So, yeah, that doesn't, now we could say we're on the ground of speculation, but I do see a resemblance.
Yeah, that's like saying sea as referring to water and sea as referring to sight. Those sound the same, but that doesn't make them the same thing. Make connections. I can see the sea. I can make a connection, but that's superficial.
Yeah, it depends on how you see it, right? So if you go with the flow, you could say, if in a group of, I'm going to give an example. Sometimes water could be symbolically representing wisdom, right? Even though someone could say, well, these are two different concepts, but no, if a group of people have this understanding and this symbolism in their culture, well, all right, now it makes sense. So how can I say this, third degree resemblance, which is just symbolism in the end. And people will often say, yes, symbolism is highly subjective, but again, I do see a connection. Now, hey, if you don't see it, it's okay. I wouldn't say that's not something I'm gonna put on your throat or preach necessarily as the truth, but I'm just gonna keep it to myself, and I'm gonna see the connection. So, okay, so here's what GPT says: Nazarite could be seen as a set apart.
No, not liquid and Day-Day. It's Jeremy did it.
Why don't you do Jeremy by himself? He's a defamation. Why are you charging his defamation to fucking Day-Day's, violation of Matador's law? Why are you combining two pieces that don't even jive?
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Listen,
I'm not, because I make coherent sense.
That's that I got the rise coffee.
Rich.
Yeah, I'll let her know. I'll let her know. No, I just. I got you. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'll text her right now. I got you, bro.
It's funny seeing back at the crowd asking
No, here, bro. Shut up.
There's not enough beer for us to listen to you.
Oh, so it's like that. Okay, but I'll see you.
All right,
Yeah.
it's 5 minutes before the trial's supposed to start. I'm going to start moving people down that are not part of the trial. So let's see, Ghost.
Because he's mowing us.
Hang on a second. Okay, so who are your witnesses, please?
The only witness I have is Malcador. He's my only witness.
Okay, and very good. So Malcador will stay. Honey, I'm moving you down.
You gotta bring Crash Out back up.
Right, Crash Out is our jury foreman. So Crash Out.
Witness.
It's fine with me if it's okay with the parties. Okay, so
Yeah,
Crash Out
fine.
I just invited. And, okay, so, let's see. Malcador is a party. Crash Out is a foreman. And I need to invite Day Day up. I saw him.
The jury foreman can't be a witness, Malcador.
Hang on a moment, please.
Wait, can't the jury foreman?
Hang on a second, let's get to Day Day he is a defendant. I'm inviting him up.
And Jeremy.
Is Jerry here?
Jeremy is here. Yes, he is. He's in the goo.
Alright, hold on. Okay, I see Jeremy.
Are you using Tina as a witness as well?
No, not Tina, unless she wants to be one.
Jeremy can't join right now, but maybe later is what it says.
Okay, so he's declining up on stage, which means he will receive a guilty verdict unless there's a party that can...
Okay, so just so we're clear, Christian, you are prosecuting the case, and the case is the apes versus Jeremy and Day Day. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Is it also correct that the only official notice that's been given was given 6 hours ago? Is that also?
I'm sold.
St. Petersburg.
In Germany, in France, all throughout Europe.
Yep.
We understand this book better than you do.
Why do you rarely see this discussed in Muslim apologetics? Why do we rarely see this discussed in Muslim apologetics? Because admitting this arises an uncomfortable... Dude, the guy don't even know what he's talking about.
You look all over.
Do not seek the truth, only abstain from views. Do not dwell in views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two, however, do not even maintain the one. With one mind there is no arising. following beyond vehicle. Do not dislike the sixth sense objects. Not disliking the sixth sense objects turns out equal to perfect awakenness. The wise performs through non-action. The fool ties himself. Things are not different. Ignorance leads to preference. Do not seek the true, only abstain from views. Do not dwell in dual views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not even maintain the one. With one mind, there is no arising, and everything is without blame. No blame, no thing, no arising, no mind. The subject follows when the object ceases. The object is expelled when the object sings. The object is related to the subject. The subject is related to the object. If you want to know these two, their origin is one emptiness. In one emptiness, both are equal, evenly contained innumerable forms. Do not different shall your course and find, and you will not be for or against. The great way is all embracing, neither easy nor difficult. Small views are irresolute, full of doubt. Now in haste, then too late. Grasp beyond measure, and you will go astray. Letting go leads to spontaneity. Essence neither goes nor abides. Accord your nature with the way, and go free of trouble. Better thinking strays from the real. It darkens, sinks, and spoils. To weary the spirit is not good. Of what use are strange and familiar. In following the own vehicle, do not dislike the sixth sense objects. Not dislinking the sixth sense objects turns out equal to perfect wickedness. The wise performs through non-action. The fool ties himself. Things are not different. Ignorance leads to preference. The best way, not the figure. It only executes picking and choosing. Once you stop loving and hating, it will enlighten itself. Depart for a hairbreadth, and heaven and earth are set apart. If you want it, then reject. There is no suchness. Do not follow conditions. Do not dwell in emptiness. Cherishing oneness in the herd. Everything will stop by itself. Rest to stop motion, and rest will move you again if you are merely there. stop loving and hating, it will enlighten itself. Depart for a rest, and heaven and earth are set apart. If you want it to appear, do not be for or against. To set longing against longing makes the mind sick, not knowing the deep meaning. It is useless to quiet thoughts. Complete it is like great vacuity with nothing lacking, nothing in excess. When you grasp and reject, there is no such not follow
To reclaim the 32 pieces of Rose's lordship, James Graham, Marquess of Montrose.
cherishing oneness in our
Everything
will stop.
now spare all but one.
Rest to
Place
stop
to be
motion, and rest will move you again. If you are willing
Acting the great chief. And I hold it up against
you will listen to ways of spelling beyond the word, following in peace is behind the words and thoughts. The more you go astray, stop speaking, stop thinking. There is nothing you cannot understand. Return to the roof and obtain the purpose. Following the use the source for a moment, turning words past the emptiness of things. Changes that go on in emptiness. All have their cause in ignorance. Do not seek the truth, only abstain from views. Do not dwell in views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mine is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not even Means belief or faith. This is not the faith in the ordinary sense. It is a belief that comes from first-hand experience. A faith which arises out of supreme knowledge and wisdom of enlightenment. This believing is an affirmation that all existence or reality is essentially the Buddha mind, which is our true nature. Hasten is the conviction that at the bottom of all phenomena lies the one mind, the Buddha mind, which is one with our real nature, the Buddha nature. Hasten literally means heart. It means mind, not the deluded mind of the ignorant, but the Buddha mind. Hasten is the mind that merges with the all-encompassing Ming literally inscription. It means written expression or recording. Also means warnings or admonitions. Haixin Ming is one of the earliest and most influential Zen writings. It is usually referred to as the first Zen poem.
Are you MAGA?
It consists of 146 unrhymed, 4 character 1 verses 2, total fistic 4 characters. The Haixin Ming was composed in Shi 4 form. Shi was the principal poetic form in use in the early period. It is first used in the Book of Odes 5. Like the early Shi, the Haixin Ming consists of lines that are 4 characters in length. But contrary to most Shi, no end rhyme is employed in the poem. Means belief or faith. This is not the faith in the ordinary sense. It is a belief that comes from first-hand experience. A faith which arises out of supreme knowledge and wisdom of enlightenment. This believing is an affirmation that all existence or reality is essentially the Buddha mind, which is our true nature. Haixin is the conviction that at the bottom of all phenomena lies the one mind, the Buddha mind, which is one with our real nature, the Buddha nature. Haixin literally means heart. It means mind, not the deluded mind of the ignorant, but the Buddha mind. Haixin is the mind that merges with the all-encompassing one. Ming literally means inscription. It means written expression or recording. Also means warnings or admonitions. Haixin Ming is one of the earliest and most influential Zen writings. It is usually referred to as the first Zen poem. It consists of 496 unrhymed, 4 character 1 verses 2. Total consists of 4 characters. Shi
Rhyming consists of lines that are 4 characters in length, but contrary to most shish, no end rhyme is employed in the poem. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to life be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hence, hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one o'erpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Kralita.
Lawmakers are demanding answers about the controversial no-violent.
There are 7
Made in the
keys to
USA
the
for
great
100% correct. I learned a lot.
being 81 and
that
in
it
8.
makes a difference. This was the driving board area.
Let the body of
I
thee be
was one of the
still,
guards.
bound by the cerements of will. The corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, fucking drag you off.
With the great
Well, he came off,
seas,
and he said, I'll meet you outside my car. And this was mostly, these were all public housing guys.
Let thy life be pure and calm. Sway softly as a windless palm. Forth let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward mix. No atom of analysis, six on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen. Last all these things in one o'erpower, time that the midnight blossom flower, the oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, should thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart
of the West. Are you ever right? And what would you say to them?
the master I reveal.
All of the conversations that I had
Thy
during my time in Turkey and in Lebanon, including with many Muslims, were precisely concentrated on the topic of peace. I know that, as a matter of fact, that's always been the case. I know that in
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of you. Corpse rigid, thus thou makest the bold, the fidget babes that tease the thorn. Next, let the breath rhythm be easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune. The great seas pursue thee stream. Let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a windless balm. Forth let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely
Operation Liberation. Farewell, Maduro, socialist, Marxist, communist, terrorist. Farewell, Maduro.
intense and keen, turned inward bliss.
a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, till that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen man. All these things in one or power, that the midnight dawn of power. Oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss if thou restrain the expression. Thy glance to rapture's darling starting name, form, sight, and stress. Even of this high consciousness, close to the heart, I leave thee. Thou art the master I revere.
Are you MAGA?
Thy
I am America
radiance
first.
that rose afar.
O brother of the silver star,
Crowding out.
Stop trying to jump in like
Stay back. Oh my God, I'll shoot you dead. For a moment there, I thought you might take the road to Greenock with your £1,000. Killing is not so easy as it seems.
there are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of the will.
Frigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow.
So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought
Love.
be free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour, thy vigilance intense and keen turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned,
Still every whisper of the wind.
so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, till that ecstasy prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention. From the chosen man.
That fart button's a big success.
If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse which if thus thou mayst abort, the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to life be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs and hands, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and key, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis. 6, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditations deep and strong, saying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one overpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee. Thou art the master, I revere thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Crowley, 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the ceremony.
I drink coffee, I smoke weed.
Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort
The CPU,
the fidget babes that tease the thought.
part of the alchemy and the mystic.
Next, let the breath rhythm be low,
Tools, cannabis, it has always been considered
regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's specific swoon. Let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Forth let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inwardness. No atom of analysis, 6 on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolonged, thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen. Last all these things in one o'erpower, time that the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rose afar, O brother of the silver star.
Scientists are now able to induce behaviors with many in this area of the brain.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular. thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Let thy life be pure and calm, sway softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss. No atom of another cease. Someone thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Exhale that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. Time as the midnight blossom flower. The oneness is yet even in this. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and one way. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort. Rigid babes that please the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance. Inward miss. No atom of another cease. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong. Swaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one power. My son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expressions, I quietly, thy glance to rapture, I quietly, discarding name form, sight and strife, even of this high consciousness, pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. The master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar, brother of the silver star. Proudly there are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Course rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low. And we're sitting here like showing you easy forth, let the will to be bound to the one love profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observed its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss. No atom of analysis, 6 on one thought securely, and still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up the being in one still that ecstasy prolonged by meditations deep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one or power. Time that the midnight blossom flower. Oneness is yet even in this my soul. Thou shalt not do if thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture, startling root, discarding name for dress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. Crowley, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will.
Corpse rigid thus thou mayst aboard the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon.
Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound
To the one love of the profound.
Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense
Observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs and hence. Hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inward mist. No atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned. Still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word.
Next till that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thine attention from the chosen act.
Last all these things in one o'erpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet, even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, side, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
Pierce to the heart. I leave thee revere thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Quietly,
I can go anywhere in a book reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Oh, what kind of woman are you looking for? What are you doing? Have you ever been? Oh, an angel. An angel. Depends. Mama do! Baby Mama do! Oh, Mama do! Mama do do! Do do you do?
To pursue them, the slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two, however, do not even maintain the one. following beyond vehicle. Do not dislike the six sense objects. Not disliking the six sense objects turns out equal to perfect awakenness. The wise performs through non-action, the fool ties himself. Things are not different. Ignorance leads to preference. Do not seek the true, only abstain from views. Do not dwell in dull views. Be careful not to pursue them. Slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not even maintain the one. With one mind, there is no arising, and everything is without blame. No blame, no faith, no arising, no mind. The subject follows when the object ceases. The object is expelled when the subject sinks. The object is related to the subject. The subject is related to the object. If you want to know these two, their origin is one emptiness. In one emptiness, both are equal, evenly contained in innumerable forms. Do not differentiate coarse and fine, and you will not be for or against. The great way is all embracing, neither easy nor difficult. Small views are irresolute, full of doubt, now in haste and too late. Grasp beyond measure, and you will go astray. Letting go leads to spontaneity, essence never goes nor abides. Accord your nature with the way, and go free of troubles. Better thinking strays from the real, it darkens, sinks, and spoils. To weary the spirit is not good, of what use are strange and familiar. In following the own vehicle, do not dislike the six sense objects. Not dislinking the six sense objects turns out equal to perfect wickedness. The wise performs through non-action, the fool ties himself. Things are not different, ignorance leads to preference. The best way, not the figure. It only excludes picking and choosing. Once you stop loving and hating, it will enlighten itself. Depart for a hairbreadth, and heaven and earth are set apart. If you want it, in excess. When you grasp and reject, there is no suchness. Do not follow conditions. Do not dwell in emptiness. Cherishing oneness in the herd. Everything will stop by itself. Rest to stop motion, and rest will move you again. If you are merely neither, how will you know oneness? Now understanding oneness, you will miss in two ways. Expelling beyond you without it, following emptiness, you are always behind it. The more words and thoughts, the more you will go astray. Stop speaking, stop thinking, and there is nothing you cannot understand. Return to the roof and obtain the purport. Following the outcome, you lose the source for a moment. Turn inward and surpass the emptiness of things. Changes that go on in emptiness all have their cause in ignorance. Do not seek the truth, only abstain from views. Do not dwell into views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not even maintain the one. With one mind there is no rising, then everything is without blame. No blame, no things, no arising, no
This is text. I'm a great speaker.
The best way not to freak you. It only excludes picking and choosing. Once you stop loving and hating, it will enlighten itself. Depart for a hairbreadth, and heaven and earth are set apart. If you want it to appear, do not be for or against. To set longing Stop thinking, and there is nothing you cannot understand. Return to the roof and obtain the purport. Following the outcome, lose the source for a moment. Turn inward and surpass the emptiness of things. Changes that go on in emptiness all have their cause in ignorance. Do not seek the truth, only abstain from views. Do not dwell into views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not the best way not to think it only excludes picking and choosing. Once you stop loving and hating, it will enlighten itself. Depart for a handrest, and heaven and earth are set apart. If you want it to appear, do not be for or against. To set longing against longing makes the mind sick with knowing nothing meaning. It is useless to quiet thoughts. Completed is like great vacuity with nothing lacking, nothing in excess. When you grasp and reject, there is no suchness. Do not find foundation.
Oh, Shirley.
Do not dwell in
I think you're beautiful.
cherishing
I
oneness.
think you're beautiful. I'm sure I think you're beautiful. Just a, I'm just a doer.
Stop motion.
I'm a small chair.
Will move you again.
Well, sure, I think you're beautiful. I'm just a doer, not a small chair.
How will you
Oh.
oneness? Now understanding oneness. You will miss in two ways, expelling the young. You will without it, following emptiness.
I'm sure I think you're beautiful. I'm just a doer, not a small chair.
Words and thoughts. The more you will go astray. Stop speaking, stop thinking, and there is nothing you cannot understand. Return to the roof and obtain the purport. Following the outcome, lose the source.
I'm sure I think you're beautiful. I'm just a doer, not a small chair.
That's the emptiness of things. Changes that go on in emptiness all have their cause in ignorance. Do not seek the truth, only abstain from views. Do not dwell in dual views. Be careful not to pursue them. The slightest trace of right and wrong, and mind is lost in confusion. One being is the source of the two. However, do not even maintain the one. With one
There's no less than 10.
there is no rising.
Would you like to get dinner?
And everything is without blame. No blame, no things, no rising.
All right.
Here's my last attempt. Would you like to get dinner one night this week? Alright, here's my last attempt. Alright. Alright, here's my last attempt. Here's the last. You don't seem capable of doing it. Alright, here's my last attempt. Would you like to get dinner one night this week?